Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? You already know who it is. The boy Sasha Rock, back with another one, aka The Regular Cat. Thank y'all for being here tonight. My brother, Smooth Mensah, L, you here early, you right on time. Actually, I'm late. My brother Miko, what's good, bro? Oh, I see all my squad coming through. King Virtue in the building. Miko, thanks for tuning in, bro. I know you made it tonight special. I appreciate that, B. Go Squad, bro. Shout out to my tribe. Shout out to everybody to be coming through. It's my boy L Smooth Mensah joint. Loretta, what's good? Loretta's only another Go Squad. My crew is here. Pardon me, everybody. Y'all see me looking around. Think I left something, but it's all good. My brother Cisco, what's good, bro? Thanks for being here, checking in from South Africa always, yo. Yo, my man L Smooth Mensah's in the building. It's my man L Smooth Mensah joint called Mink Code off his last album, Rounds based on a cold story. This joint featuring my brother Sky Zoo. L Mensah, where you at, bro? You here? Yeah, let's get it in, bro. Word. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody here on the Wednesday. Hope y'all having a good week. Peace, peace.
Yo, what up? What up? Peace, peace, G. How you living?
I'm good. Thanks for being here today, bro. How you feeling?
No doubt, man. Thank you, man. I'm doing well, bro. Thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate the invite. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Listen, everybody, it's my brother L Smooth Mensah. We're about to get into this dope conversation with my brother here, man. That was his joint of the album, Rounds based on a cold story. You know, Mink Coat. I love the bop on that. We're gonna get into all of that, bro. But you know, once again, thanks for joining us here, man. You know. Man, do you think, man? Let's just start with that, bro. Tell everybody where you from. Where you represent.
Thanks, G. Appreciate the warm welcome, my guy.
Word.
I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Okay, okay.
OKC, a suburb of Midwest City. We call it the Mid-Dub. So it's a suburb of Oklahoma City, man. But yeah, that's where I'm from, man. Straight up.
You know what I love, man, is that, you know, you and I, I'm going to keep it real, you know, you reached out to me after my very first episode, man, and I appreciated that. You know, and I always knew that you was somebody I wanted to tap in with. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for your patience with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was getting it going and stuff, but I always tapped in. I always knew, you know, what it was about. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I listen to the music and it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely, the Regular Cat Convo, I want to welcome you here, man. We're going to get into your story. You know, you tell you from out in OKC, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be real, it's like I always wonder, like, out there in OKC, because I've never been. I'm not a big heavy travel person. I keep it funky, you know. But I always wonder, like, what's the vibe out there as far as hip hop?
Man, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, man. Sounds weird, right? I mean, people wouldn't even think about hip hop going on out here, I should say.
Word.
Well, man, honestly, man, there's a lot of different styles out here. Some people would kind of have us Midwest maybe or Southwest.
Okay.
So really growing up, we kind of pull from everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was times when the West Coast was real popping at, you know, the gangster music, whatever, you know, people pull from the West Coast. Then you had times, you know, when Wu-Tang was dominating the East Coast, Redmans and all that type of stuff, man. So they pull, it's a smaller pocket for the East Coast. And then also, man, like, you know, obviously we a neighbor of Texas.
Right.
So, you know, that Chameleon there, that Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Zero, You know, UGK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Scarface, definitely. You know what I'm saying? The face.
Yes.
So we kind of, you know, when you come out here, it's a lot of everything, man. So we're influenced by a lot.
Word. Okay. Let me just shout out everybody that's joining us here once again. Shout out to my Ghost Squad. Try to showing through. My man, Mr. Thomas, my workout bro right there. You know, my fam GJ, my man, like I said, from South Africa. I got love all over, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Cisco, he's like I say, he's from South Africa, but he big on hip hop in the States, and he's talking about man Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about out there where you at in Houston, the vibe out there, you know. So shout out to my bro So Stone, Ghost Squad just came as well. But what I wanted, like for you, when I talk to you, Smooth, like when I hear your sound, I can hear a nice. You got a throwback sound. When I say that, because it's so mellow, it's a dope vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like with your style there, how long did it take for you to get to where you at with your style?
Oh man, that's that's tough, bro. Like I said, man, I mean, you know, I'm more, you know, I grew up in the '90s, so I do have more of a hip hop flavor. You know what I mean? You can hear the lyricism as well as the, you know, the lyricism is there. You know, it's not where it's just, you know, I'm real melodic. You know, I do have some melodic stuff, but the lyricism comes first for me, honestly. You know what I mean?
And as an MC, it should. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know. Now, when you first started writing, how long have you been writing? What was your process of getting into writing your first rhymes?
Bro, man, I think maybe. Well, I've always liked. Let's take it back to like English. Like I've always liked, you know, to write paragraphs and short stories and things like that. Never really thought I'd be rapping, honestly. You know, as growing up, because in Oklahoma City, there's really not no major mainstream hip hop artists. You know, Oklahoma is known for country. So you got Garth Brooks, you know, you got Carrie Underwood, all these, you know, it's several. So it's really, you know, growing up, it was like, man, this is, you know, you watching Outkast, you watching Wu-Tang, you watching Mobb Deep videos, you watching all the, you know, Ice Cubes, whatever. It's like, okay, it's just so far away.
Yeah.
You know, because there's really nobody that you would go to the corner store and you wouldn't walk up and see T.I. in there, or whoever the case may be.
Right.
So I really kind of started like late as far as taking it seriously, only because, you know, really didn't see anybody. That's why I think it's important for, you know, now it's a lot more accessible than it was growing up. But it's important, like if you're in a small town, a small city, if you're consistent, if you're doing the music thing, you know, kind of reach out to the community, let them know you're doing it, let them know, you know, give back. I do a lot of that because, you know, not that I want everybody to rap, but I'm just saying if you want to do that, it is obtainable.
Yeah, and you know, that's important, man, because being like, once again, I'm from New York. I grew up in Mount Vernon, smaller, but at the same time, Mount Vernon, we've been a part of hip hop for a while. You know, growing up in Oklahoma City, you know, like you said, everybody's on TV. It seems so far away. Now, growing up in New York, I used to think it was so far away from me. Now, I can imagine you like, but at the same time, there were train rides or a bus ride to get to the Bronx and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, with you, you know, see, I can only imagine how you feel like it's further away, you know, but is that something that helped drive you even stronger to go at it?
No doubt, man. No doubt, dog. I'll you know, man, definitely, because it's not about, you know, a lot of people out here about trying to be first to be on, but you know, what I say is, you know, I'm already on because I'm still doing it and I'm uplifting and I'm inspiring people through the journey and through messages and things like that. So just because a person may not be standing next to Drake or Nicki Minaj, whoever the case may be, don't mean they're not putting anything valuable out to the universe that people can grasp onto and help them get through their day. You know, so definitely it has me to go harder and, you know, just for the people in my city and just, you know, really worldwide, you know.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, I appreciate that because it's one of those things where the grind alone can separate, you know, the ones that get on because you could have had somebody that is a dope MC, like every talent, but the grind can take a toll. You know what I mean? So for you to withstand that toll and still put out quality music, you know what I'm saying? That's dope because being in OKC, you know, was there a lot of competition? I know you said there wasn't a lot like out there to hear, like people coming up, but as far as your people, your friends, peers, or other people you knew that were rapping, was there other competition out there for you?
Definitely, man. Like I said, people. Now there's an artist by the name of Nitro, right?
Okay.
He's probably the most notable hip hop artist from Oklahoma City, and he came out. I want to say early to mid '90s. He's actually signed with Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah.
Oh, salute. Okay.
That was in his, that was kind of in his run, and I'm kind of going some Oklahoma hip hop history. So he's kind of the most notable guy. He's had 4 or 5 deals. Sony, all these other type of whatever. But at the height of his deal, Queen Latifah, Flavor Unit, done a couple songs here and there with some notable people, man. But outside of that, there's really not been a just mainstream name. So that's going to breed competition for a lot of us that's, trying to do our thing. But the scene here, though, the scene is dope. Like I said, there's shows every weekend, 5 to 6, 7 shows. You got different pockets. You got your backpack. You got your MCs, your trap, whatever. So it's dope out here, man. I always do. I always get other artists to come out here, man, and they kind of shocked on how, the people receive them and how good a time it can be.
I can only imagine because, and this is no down on it. I just, like I said, I'm not a heavy travel dude. And it's like when you see, I think of the Thunder basketball, but at the same time, I'm not ignorant to thinking that there's not, our culture. Like I said, we know what hip hop is. We know what our culture does and where it's spread, So I'm not ignorant to think that there's no hip hop out there. It's just me asking first, as soon as you came in, what is it that you listen to out there to get, that's in that pocket, like you said, and you named some dudes that we all came up on respecting, you know what I mean? So that's dope, man. Now, when we get to your writing style, what came into that, man? I know you said you like, you was always into like the language and all, but as far as writing on the level of going to record, when did that comfort level get there? There's a difference between writing rhymes, spitting them, when you're in school and all that, and then saying, I'm going with tracks now,
It just kind of, just started taking it more serious, man, as far as when I first got in the recording booth. I just started taking it serious, man. So I really, I didn't want to put any filler in there. Like I wanted to say something. I didn't want to be Dr. Seuss, Cat in a Hat, and that type of situation. So, and a lot of times, it's freestyle. And then sometimes like, okay, if I have a certain topic, I want to go ahead and make sure that it hits home, man. So I, take my time, man. A lot of people be like, yeah, I can knock out a verse in 10 minutes. I mean, I can, but how potent is it?
Exactly. Like, I don't want to blame anybody, but once people start thinking it's cool to not write, then you got a whole lot of garbage that was coming out. You know what I mean? Because people was going on that ride. I don't like to say wave. I'm older.
Right.
They was going for that ride of, oh, let me not write it. And guess what? You could hear it wasn't written. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A whole lot of quantity over quality hip hop. And it was, for some reason, it was being out there, and it distorted it. And sometimes it would cover up dope MCs and dope music you putting out. And that on top of, just the grind to get on, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. Excuse me. So who's the first person that you can recall, like that heard you and decided to say, okay, you got something with it? Remember that?
Oh man. Probably at work, man. Like, okay. So probably man, I don't know, man. Well, as far as family, it's a couple things. I would say my family, man, like shout out to Terrell Mays. He shoots most of my videos. So him growing up, he's a younger cousin. Okay. So him kind of, growing up around me and seeing me with the notepad and pencil, writing rhymes in the bedroom, And then, you know, I'm on the way to the store and I'm freestyling to whatever beats on the radio, or, you know, making my own words and put my own verse in to where the other verse is going. You know, so it might be, could be anybody. It could be a lock song on the radio, or a Jay-Z song on the radio, but I'm busting my verse over his verse.
Right.
So it's like, yo, you know, so things like that. And then what really kind of pushed me to start, you know, really doing it for myself on a professional level is people at work. They started hearing me, you know. I recorded, you know, a couple demos at a homie's house. You know, the little closet studio every had, you know, with the little socko. We all had that.
Everybody,
you know,
had.
If you didn't have that, you wasn't really doing it. So, you know, so once I did that, we pressed up some, you know, the marker on the CD, handed them out. Quality hideous and horrible, you know, but you can hear what we were saying, but quality wasn't where it needed to be. But it was like, yo, you know, I know this cat named Spider. You know, if you can get to his studio,
right?
Yo, you got something. We can hear what you're saying. It's just the quality's terrible, but you got bars though.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You got with Spider, and is that when you started getting it in and just being able to put out the music and all?
Yeah, man. He was and Spider, the wise musician, he passed in 2014, man. God rest his soul, producer. But he was like the Oklahoma Dr. Dre, man. He made the beats. He did ciphers for everybody. You know, he did everything. He had the studio running, so he was just kind of a huge pillar of the hip hop community, really the music community in Oklahoma.
That's dope, man. You know, every town that has or city anywhere that has hip hop, they all got one. You know, they got their Dr. Dre, they got their producer. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope. And the thing is, Spider, and like I said, with his sound, because your ear for beats, like you said, with the melodies and all, was it in the beginning that you already had that ear for the beat for yourself?
Yeah, man. I think I've always, I think having a great ear for beats is a underrated talent as an MC.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
No, this is your interview, bro. But you know,
go ahead.
It's been so many years. Let's shout out to my crew. First of all, shout out to everybody's in the chat here, man. My tissue and the tape brothers, Savad and them. But listen, me and my boys would sit around plenty times and saying, look, dude got bars, but he can't pick a beat. You know, and it's some of our favorites, you know. So it's like you having a battle over hearing what they're saying because the beat is not, it just doesn't match. You know what I'm saying? When you have that match with a dope beat, like being able to pick those, that is a talent in itself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of needing an A&R all the time or someone else directing you, you know which way you want to go, and you find the right way to ride it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I took over that part, and I'm sorry.
No, bro. No. Hey, man, no apologies needed, bro. Like my current producer, he's like the beat is the vehicle. It's like the engine of the car, man. You got to have that in order to get started. But like, you know, I only want to, you know, I don't like to name drop, but like, honestly, man, like, how high in people's top 10 or even top 20 would Cannabis be if he had a better beat selection?
No, you're right.
Like, Cannabis was raw. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was a kid. Like, I'm like, yo, this Cannabis dude is lyrically crazy. But his beat selection wasn't where it needed to be. So let's just say if he had better beat selection where it had like 2 dope albums or whatever, people would probably put him up higher than what he is. That's my opinion. Yeah. As an artist.
Yeah, like, trust me, when Cannabis first came out, bro, I'm not gonna say I was the biggest because I'm sure that there was a whole lot of Cannabis. I remember the mixtape when he dropped that classic freestyle over that the Capadonna beat. I honestly just thought that Capadonna should have just relinquished the beat to him. He killed it so bad. But that goes to show when it's time to pick beats for him, that's where it got a little shaky. You know, you don't have that problem, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to your albums. And before I go further, my brother Cisco from South Africa, he wanted to ask how many albums you actually put out. Let's talk about your discography, bro. you know what I mean, about that, like coming along, like from your first project to now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I
Um,
appreciate that, man.
yeah, absolutely. What was the first project that you put out, just for those who's just now being put on to you?
So my very first project, as far as me by myself, because I used to, when I first started, I was rapping with somebody, but you know, he stepped down, man, didn't want to take it serious. So my first joint was in really 2010, a
Okay.
mixtape called "You Welcome." That was with Spider Wise Musician, produced all of that. So that was my very first solo joint, man. Like, you know, it was raw. You know what I mean? Just raw.
Word.
You know how it is, but you get better with time. So that was my first joint. But since then, um, let's see, one, two, three, shoot, I probably got man, I'm thinking, I don't know. I probably got a total of 8 projects. I got
Okay.
like 3 EPs and six, you know, six kind of albums, I should say, you know, mixtape, all original beats, you
Word.
know,
Yeah, so you
and
got no work out there for people to check you, man, you know,
totally.
and to dive in and to get a whole idea of you. Because one thing about you, through your music, I was able to do that. And before I go further, I just want to once again shout out everybody. I like to just make sure everybody know I see them in there, show them love. I appreciate them here.
No,
My partner DJ, regularcatconvo.com, that's my partner and everything here. You know, shout out to my tribe, A Block, Ms. T, you're all here. And also my Ghost Squad crew that show me love, and we show love because we got a lot bubbling with them as well. No, but I
dope.
want to get back with you, bro, because you know, the first project you said that you have a lot of different joints there. You know, do you remember which project it was that you started to see the most traction, or you got the most response? Like, okay, yeah, he's solidified now for yourself.
Yeah, man, I would say the project called Era of an MC that came out in 2016.
Okay.
That joint there, man, I have a track on there called Pillowcases.
Mm.
I can send that one to you. Basically, you know, being from a small city, not really known for hip hop but
Mm.
you know, for Oklahoma City Thunder, the bombing and OU football,
Yeah.
it's tough for you know urban artists. So it's kind of, you know, passing out pillowcases because I'm slept on, you know.
Mm.
So like when that hit, got radio play in, like, you know, definitely here, but like 12, 15 other states. Um, and so it just really started booming, like probably like a year before the album dropped. And once I dropped the album, it was just like, yo.
Yeah, and
So
the thing is, you got dope concepts, and that's another thing with being a creator, because I always like to ask people what goes into their processes, man. And with you, I could just tell, first of all, from your music, that you read. You know, you read, and you're an intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? And was when you were coming out and when you're doing your music, was it ever hard for you to decide to find your lane and decide I'm going to do that, because that wasn't always what was being heard? You know?
um, you know, I kind of embraced like the road less travel, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, just me growing up, man, like I, you know, obviously I've had friends and, you know, crews and stuff, but I've never been like the most popular or the most this, the most money or the most girls or whatever the case may be. So I've always kind of been, you know, the outcast slash underdog. A lot of people know of me, but I wasn't just, you know, the most athletic and the most this and most that. So I've always liked to kind of be, you know, well, basically I'm just being myself, really. And a lot of people can relate to just, you know, hey, if you like to read a lot, go ahead, you know, nothing wrong with that. You know, if you like to make ham and cheese sandwiches every Thursday, and you know, whatever you like to do that brings you joy and happiness, be yourself. You don't have to be, you know, the trend. So I kind of actually it's allowed me to stand out,
That's
truthfully.
that's dope. So you stood out by not trying to stand in. You know what I'm saying?
There
And
you go.
that's one thing that you know, I mean, you just like, sometimes it takes a while to get there. You know, because even as an artist, you know, you can be frustrated. I'm speaking somewhat from when I used to record and rap as well. You know, you see what's being put out there, you get frustrated, like, you know, thinking like, goodness gracious, what am I doing wrong here? When you know what you're putting out is top quality joints. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when I have these conversations with artists, you know, and they're still going at it regardless of who hears it, that's when you know they love it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's the thing, and that's why once again I love to have people on that love culture and love hip hop. You know, now for you personally, coming up and still even now, who was some of the ones that you looked at? It was like inspiring you as a writer.
I mean, got to go with Nas, man. Like, you know, which I don't know where you at, but you be in New York and Mount Vernon. I'm gonna go with, as far as my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not the popular opinion, but It Was Written is the best album. It's better than Illmatic to me.
That's not. A lot of people say that because I mean, and that's one of those things where it's tomato tomato. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
how
And
I
them
mean,
niggas dope.
the writing. I mean, Nas' pen on It Was Written says it all. So, but I mean, it's one of those things where it could be whichever you feel in that day too.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real. Yeah, but yeah, Nas definitely.
And Nas, you go to It Was Written. You want to hear nasty Nas, you got the Illmatic.
Real talk. But yeah, Nas, man. I mean, obviously, like I said, the story, Scarface storytelling, Ice Cube's. Believe it or not, man, like, going back to the rhymes based on the cold story, like MC8, man, like one of my favorites of all time. Storytelling, crazy growing up. So that was really a bucket list thing for me to have him on the record. But he definitely influenced me. So, like I said, being from Oklahoma, man, we pull from so much, and it's just kind of a melting pot of ideas and inspiration.
Right. And I'm glad you said that, because one of those things that I always like to ask too was some of the people that you have collabed with that meant something to you, like collaborations that you were happy with, or not even happy with, just some of your biggest collaborations for you. So MC8, you named one. Were there any others that were, let's say, not say bucket list, but that you were just like, you got that you were happy to have that finally get on with, like to collab with?
Yeah, man. Like I said, MC8, really this Sky Zoo, man, definitely, like, Sky Zoo's a legend. Met him, like, I think for the first time, maybe 2013, and then I was honored to kind of orchestrate the tour, the Retropolitan tour he did for that album in 2019, which also had Elzai.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully I'll have some of Elzai soon too. But
word.
That project, the rhymes based on the cold story, was really also Graph too. Graph is dope. Graph's a monster.
Dope. Like yeah, that pen worked. That pen worked with Graph.
Yeah. So those three guys are like the biggest people I've collabed with as far, on the record. And I wanted to do that. Like, I've never collabed with anybody that's been that close to the mainstream or, as big as those guys. So that's something I want to do for the fans and supporters, and just for myself as an artist. Like, you know what? I just want to show that I can go toe to toe with these big dogs, man, with no problem. And I think I did that on each record, if you guys check that out.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm saying that like that, because everybody know, like, my Sky's my bro, but definitely that song, man, and if everybody was here from the beginning, I was playing the Mink Coat joint, you definitely, you rode that joint, you did your thing, you did what you came and you handled your business, And,
Thank you.
One part of this segment of the show I always like to ask about is my favorite song from the artist. And, you have a couple, that being one of them. So while we're on that subject of Mink Coat, we know, what was it like reaching out to Scott? How did you get that to go, that collaboration to work?
Well, like I said, man, he, I don't know, I do like some show swap with other artists in this throughout the country. And some people just reached out to me. It's like, yo, Sky Zoo's coming through Texas or something, man. Can you get him out here in Oklahoma City? I'm like, heck yeah. And it's crazy is it kind of manifested that, man, only because I wrote a song. It was actually a different track, which is on that. And I put featuring Sky Zoo. I hadn't even talked to him. This is like probably 6 to 8 months later. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get him on the record. So I hit him up. This is probably 8 to 9 months before the collab. I hit him up, see what his price was. Okay, boom. I wrote the record featuring Sky Zoo, which actually ended up being Instrument Soup, which he wasn't on that. But so then I get an inbox from a cat, hey man, yo, Retropolitan Tour might have Pete Rock as well. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I got to do it. You know, I got to roll the dice. That's, you know, bucket list stuff.
Word.
You know, it worked out. Pete Rock, you know, unfortunately couldn't make it, but Sky Zoo and Elzai definitely, which is major, and they, you know, came through. You know, I got a couple other cats to open. I opened as well. You know, made sure everything was cool with him. You know, conversating with him in between time. Word. And he came and did his thing, man. He unfortunately he kind of had a, you know, this is before he had the surgery. He had the polyp on his vocals.
Yeah.
You know, and he couldn't get through the whole show, man, because it started messing with him, man. He did what he could, and then, you know, he's like, yo, everybody come to the merch table. I'm gonna bless you guys. Gave everybody a free autograph CD, Retropolitan joint, and then he hit me, man, like, so everybody left. And, you know, I'm his point of contact. We've been chopping it up, and he was like, yo, man, I apologize, this, that, and the third. You need anything from me, let me know. So I was like, ding. I said, man, yo. I was like, yo, he's like, any favor you need from me, I got you, man, because I got his number, man. You know, I hit him up from time to time. I was like, yo, I got this track, man. I need that 16. He's like, yo, send it over.
Word.
I'm like, damn. So, yeah, it was a blessing.
Yeah, man. And that Retropolitan tour, bro, I remember it, man, because I went to see it when it was in New Haven. That link to the tour, and he had Fillmore Green on it from Chicago. He was there.
Yeah, Fillmore's dope. Yeah, he came through.
Yeah, Fillmore's a dope dude too, man. Like, just genuine dude. Everybody else on that tour was, you know what I'm saying? And so I remember, you know, you saying that was before the surgery, because I remember how he sounded during that night and all. But I'm thankful because he was able to get through it still. But I knew it was building up, you know.
Yeah, it was.
Word. But with that joint, man, who produced that track? Who produced it?
So it's a cat named Lebanon out of Mississippi. Or I'm sorry, he's out of Louisiana.
Okay.
He's out of Louisiana, man. So I've been rocking with him for good 3 years, 3-4 years, man. So I got a handful of beats from him, and as soon as I heard it, man, you know, had that cold type of feel, mean cold. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get Sky on this joint, man. He laced it for me, so it was a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to everybody in the room. My brother PJ, man, is one of the true real dudes out there. Salute, man. Salute to everybody that's here. You know, we got my brother L Smooth Mensah, repping hip hop out there from Oklahoma. And I don't know if that's offensive, and I apologize if it is. I don't mean to say out there. You know, let's watch it.
No, it's good.
Nah, they got me. Skip does got me messed up. When you say out there, it makes it sound like it's a bad thing. I'm like, nah, that's not what we're going.
No, we good.
Word. You know, but nah, that joint rang off because now that was that a sample, or did you have somebody in there to bless that?
I was just about to say that, man. Shout out to Shyla Vaughn, man, one of my best friends, man. She's real dope. That's her singing. She's in the beginning, and then that's her in the background through the hook.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, she's got a very soft, soulful voice, and she's also on the Pillowcase record, the record that took off for me. It kind of got me a lot of notoriety across the country. So yeah, she's dope.
Word, man. Listen, that joint rings off, man. Listen, if y'all haven't checked it, definitely go check out that joint. But not just that joint. Check out his whole catalog. You know, the other joint that I really liked was the story you told about Sam Cooke. You know, that one there, man. That one that showed depth to me. Depth. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing it correct. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What made you go there with that one? What brought that one out?
Man, I really appreciate you, man, bringing that one up, man. Like, I think, you know, that's kind of one of my favorite joints as far as how it, you know, the story behind it. So it's, you know, it's just a whole double entendre metaphoric project. And I appreciate you tapping in from beginning to end. But so I have a book, you know, like I said, I like to read a lot. I got a book called Dream Boogie, and it's about the Sam Cooke story. And man, I'm trying to keep it short as possible. But
bro, this is your time. Rock out, all right?
But so I had some tracks, you know, I had the name pick, rhymes based on the Cole story. Shyla helped me pick the name. and stuff like that. And I was over there, and I was like, okay. So I don't know, it's a whole bunch of stuff with Sam Cooke was lining up. I think there was a documentary that was coming on like Netflix. And then I was watching some stuff on YouTube, just trying to get some, you know, some information about, excuse me, how he passed. Because I read the book, but you know, everybody has their own, you know, when you can't tell your own story, there's other people trying to tell it.
Exactly.
And you got to try to, you know, seek the truth and all of that. But so it was just a whole thing as far as like, you know, I'm playing with the weather because in 2018, I released a project called I Know What You're Listening To This Summer.
Yeah.
You know, played off the movie. So it's all summer joints, Ice Cream Truck.
I like that joint too, man.
You know, yeah, Ice Cream Truck, Island. You know, it was a handful of joints that was summer based. But so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna bring it to the cold because when it gets cold, it gets dark, and it's a darker project. So with it being a darker project, the whole Sam Cooke thing is a dark story.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to you know, I really kind of was trying to bring some awareness to it, man, because I don't think a lot of people know how profound Sam Cooke was, man, and like what he was about, and like how big he was. Huge, but like the things he was about to start doing on his own, you know, in the early '60s, man. You know, it ended bad for him, man. You know, I'm not gonna get, you know, you know where I'm going there, but I wanted to kind of bring awareness to. Hopefully, people can tap in and check his story out and kind of understand, man. You know, he was about to start moving independent.
Right.
And really make some huge moves in the industry, or really without the industry.
Yeah.
And, you know, people wasn't feeling it.
You know, and it's dope because honestly, and I want everybody to tap into that joint as well, because you detailed it so well in the song, in the 3 to 4 minute song. You know what I'm saying? Because you it's hard to do that sometimes, you know, to go from beginning to end like you did. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know the story on Sam Cooke, you can listen to your song and get it. You understand what I'm saying? It was like Cliff Notes because you have to compress it into a song. It's not like you did a whole album on it. You understand what I'm saying? So to get as much details as you got in one joint is dope, man. You know, so.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I always want to ask about the production on that one. Who did that one there?
It's a cat out of Sweden, young Swedish prodigy. And then on the second half, where I have Sam Cooke speaking to what's my guy, American Bandstand? What was his name?
Yeah,
Dick Clark.
Dick Clark.
Yeah. That was my in-home guy, CAP. Shout out to CAP. He made that. He flipped that, put that original in there, and we took some clips out of that and let him talk about, that was the interview from American Bandstand.
Yeah, and it was dope. It was, I mean, you tied it all together perfectly with that one, man. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for those tracks, man. Like your whole catalog, I could tell that you're a student of the game, student of hip hop, of the culture, and you aim to push it forward. You're not just here trying to just make lame music. You understand what I'm saying? Like your music, like I said, you could tell that you're an educated brother, and you can tell that you're not afraid to show it, which is always dope. I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And like your flow, like that Ice Cream. I wasn't gonna go into that one, but when you mentioned the Ice Cream song, I love that too, man, because like what have you up the ice cream truck?
Oh yeah.
Because what I love about your music, bro, is that you brought me back, man. Like you touch on things and you bring me back, and I love it, man, because. When you name drop or you references, for a brother like me, I'm like, that's what catches me. It's like you're clever with your pen, and it's making me stay in tune with you too. You know what I'm saying? Now the Ice Cream joint, go just real quick, tap in on that one. What made you go there with that one? Was that part of that whole project, like you were saying?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. That's one of my favorite joints. I mean, we all loved Ice Cream Truck growing up, man. And I'm a real nostalgic person, man. A lot of people try to, as we try to, as we grow and evolve and time moves, like there's still some nostalgic things that are important.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids miss out on, even like.
Especially this era today, this generation.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, the there was nothing like going to, you know, Warehouse Music or wherever you went to go get the new Master P CD, rip it open, see who produced that, which we know Beats by the Pound did. But you know what I'm saying? Like, go get the new Redman joint. Like, yo, check out the shout outs. Who made this beat? Though that stuff is, that joint right. That's like crazy. Like that stuff that it was taken. I guess we probably took it for granted, but we love it though. Growing up, you know what I mean? And so I'm a very nostalgic person, man, you know. But going back to the ice cream truck, I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
Nah, bro, that's what we here for, man.
But you know, the ice cream truck though, no, that was one of my favorite things growing up. I love the story tale. So I just told my side of the story on how important the ice cream truck was to me growing up. And I'm gonna still get a visual for it. I know it's about 3 years old, but once we get everything right, we're gonna still shoot one.
Yeah, you gotta understand, brother. Good. I always say this, and this is gonna be something I mean, man. Dope music doesn't age, man. Because if it's dope yesterday, it's dope today, and it's gonna be dope tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter when someone taps in if it's quality music. You know what I mean? No, and that's what I love about it, bro. You know, now as far as for you, man, what can we expect out of El Smooth Mensah in the future? What do you have lined up that you can speak on? Sometimes people have things in the works they may not want to let out yet.
Well, right now, man, I'm about to start working on some visuals for rhymes based on the Cole story.
Yes.
I really didn't get to do many, you know, because COVID. I put it out last year, and I really only performed some songs off of it once, which in Nebraska I did that a couple weekends ago. But so I'm working on to get a couple visuals on that, you know, so it's about to start getting cold again if it hasn't already.
Listen, out here in Connecticut, it gets cold, bro. It gets cold. Like, I live by this moniker. People hear me. I say it all the time. I'm too old to be cold. So I will lay it up that day, man. Nah, but the thing of COVID, it did that. It slowed down. So it's like anything that was released within the last few years, you kind of take a year off of its age because of COVID, you know? So even though you may have released it a few years ago, it still bangs now. And my brother DJ say he still got his ice cream truck t-shirt.
Oh, dope. Man. Dope, man. Salute, man. Thank you so much.
That's my partner, man. Like I said, DJ, this dude here, like, I met DJ this year, but I thought I love hip-hop, and I know I love it. DJ, he supports everything that's hip-hop culture-based. If you for the culture, he can sniff it out. You know what I'm saying? So if your music wasn't for the culture, if you was just somebody that was just trying to be a vulture in this joint, your music wouldn't be banging on regular cat radio like it does.
Thank you.
You would have that merch, you know what I'm saying? So,
thank you.
Like, if you got, I see you about to go back there. What you got up there on the shelf? You want to show? Let us
know. Me?
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, man. I got some joint. Well, I mean, you know, let's see. You know, I got the breast cancer awareness ice cream truck joint.
Respect to that, man.
You know what I'm saying? We got the, let's see, rhymes based on the Cold Story shirts. You know, I don't know if you've seen the video, Make Love. I got my snapback truck as a Make Love joint. We're in the kitchen cooking it up.
Yeah.
You know, Era of an MC. This is the joint that kind of, you know, that's kind of, Elzai got one of these. Benny the Butcher got one. Like it's, you know, and I still got the hard copies and stuff. You know, we still rock hard copies too.
Absolutely.
You know, and I got some other stuff. I did an EP based off the Biggie joint. You know, that's the half of that.
Yeah.
You know, the Graph Deep Freezer joint I did with Graph. You know, just a few joints. You know.
Now, talk to me, man. As far as with the merch, man, because has that helped with branding at the same time with your music and everything? I know it does, but I mean, for you, with everything that you're doing, like you said, not being in a major market, you know, being, first of all, not only just having merch, but having dope merch, man. Did that catch people's eye, you think, and then cause them to listen more to you?
Yeah, man. I think as an independent artist, man, you have to have it. Because, you know, it's one, it helps your brand, it helps you get out there. You know, even if they don't listen to it, you know, if people see it enough, like, man, I keep seeing this hat or this shirt or
Yeah.
whatever these posters, you know, whatever the case may be, who is this guy? And they might look you up.
Yeah.
So it really helps with the branding. And then, like I said, obviously, you know, we're grateful for the support monetarily too, which helps us, you know, maybe get another beat, you
Yeah.
know, maybe pay
Yeah.
a bill, you know, get
Absolutely.
lunch, anything. It's a whole blessing, bro.
Right, because it is like, you know, you love it, you're doing it because it's the culture, you love it, but at the same time, you know what I mean, that's important as well, you know. So
Hmm.
yeah, that merch game is definitely working, man. Now, as far as what the other projects, like you were saying, no, well, not the projects, the visual, you know. Do you think you gonna be having something coming up soon you're gonna be working on as far as another video, you think?
Yeah, well, okay. So I just dropped, I don't know if you've seen the Vibes joint, Good Vibes.
Yeah.
I just dropped that. I don't know. It's probably been a month, I guess. So time moving. So I just dropped that. So I'm still pushing that. And then I got a homeboy that I met in St. Louis in 2015, and we just knocked out a little 4-song EP. He came out 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
and he's out of Dayton, Ohio.
All right. What's his name?
So his name is Murakami, M-U-R-A Murakami. It's yeah.
It's dope. It's different. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, yeah. It's original. And he just tapped in with me. He's like, "Yo, Smooth, I'm coming to Oklahoma City in a couple weeks, man. Let's knock out an album." I'm like, "Oh, we can get 4 tracks in, man. You know, I can't. I love, you know, I can't rock the album right now. I'm kind of tied up, but we can knock out a little 4-song EP."
Listen, man. Right
Uh,
now, just getting it out there, letting people hear it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know, and EPs on every, like actually now EPs are kind of like the dope way to go as well. If you see a lot of EPs dropping lately, you know, and
right.
people got multiple EPs in a year, it keeps you fresh in people's
Hmm.
eyes, ears, and everything too, like that. You know.
Right. So we did that. So we should have maybe probably have a CD come out, or I'm sorry, a video come out in a couple weeks, and
Right.
then so the video, Good Vibes, that's like the first single off a new project I got coming out called Nostalgic Freshness. So
I like that already, bro.
yeah, so that's probably gonna run anywhere from 8 to 10 tracks on that joint.
Okay.
I'm pretty much, I think I might have one more to do, and this will be a wrap on that. So yeah, I'm just excited, man. Just really, you know, just trying to stay busy. And I appreciate people like you, man. Thank you so much for spinning the music, man, and getting me out there in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, my lady Jess, she just waved. She didn't want to get on the camera, but she came down, she waved, she did a little, you know, yeah, her little wave over here. But nah, man, you definitely somebody we had to tap into. Here she come over here now. She hit it up. That's just
Peace. Thank you.
yeah, that's the queen of the regular cat combo, you know.
No
But nah,
doubt.
yeah, you know what it is too, because she hears me. I'm tapping into a lot of our music. My son, he's riding around with us all the time. You know, riding around with me and him, he and I should say. You know, and it's like she hears me, so she's like, "Who's that? Who's that?" You know, so the whole family taps in. You know, when I'm
That's dope.
you know, and now it is dope because you make music, bro, that can be played around my son.
Right.
You know, like, and I love some artists that don't make music like that. So it's you know, I mean, it's not a shame, it's not a knock on anyone, but it just goes to show how well rounded your music is. And you know, and my son now, he's 8. He pays attention to lyrics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so for me, you know, being a fan and the support of your music, I'm thankful for that. So thank you for being conscious of what you write and being conscious of what you record. You know, you actually speak on that in your music as well, you know. So I'm thankful for that, you know, as a fan of your music, you know. One more thing too, my brother Cisco, he, like I said, South Africa, he wanted to ask, would you collaborate with any artists out there in South Africa? I know the answer to that, but I want you to say that, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, if it's jamming, I'm with it. So I'll say this real quick. My pops is actually, so I'm half Ghanaian. My pops is from Ghana.
Oh,
And
okay.
he lives in Corona, Queens, New York.
Oh, salute.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, you know, so I got that. And then, you know, my mom, she's from Mississippi.
All
So
right.
that's kind of, you know, you got the Southern, you got the African, and then, you know, they whatever. So, but I was born in Oklahoma. They, you know, they met here in Oklahoma, but just giving you a little background on that end. So, yeah, I'm definitely, you know, and all my jewelry, if you guys ever see it, I rock African jewelry, man. I have a lady from Liberia. All the stuff is handmade, man. So I'm
Mhm.
definitely tapped into my, you know, heritage and my culture, you know.
Dope. Man, I was looking at that the whole time, and it's like,
Yeah,
you know, I wanted to ask about it, but sometimes things like that can be a personal thing, so I don't want to.
it's cool.
Nah, but that's fire right there because
It's cool.
it's original and it's classy. It's a classy piece. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. This is, you know, I don't mean to be, you know, I got like
Wow.
probably 15 different pieces, man. But like just to show you, you know, I'm all my joints is like, you know, you got the mask and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm really,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
She was asking if it's for women or just for men. Like the jewelry. It looked like it's unisex though.
Yeah, it's unisex, man. They do have some that just for men and just for women, but there's a
Right.
lot of unisex pieces that I have. But that's a geo mask that's from Liberia, and
Okay.
this one is from Nigeria.
Mm.
But yeah, all, you know, you see my videos, you can go back. They all, you know, all African pieces, man. It's either men for men or unisex, or you know, well,
Right.
yeah.
Man, listen and see. It's just so much about you, bro. I just say, bro, I want to call you by your name, man. You know, it's
So
L. You know, it's so much about you. I'm so glad that I tapped in with you, man, because one thing about me and with hip hop and Jess, she knows this. I love to get into like the brain of somebody. Like I like wants to know what makes them go. You know what I mean? Because when I like your music, I'm like, man, like so where they coming from? You know what I mean? You can hear it in their music, but I like to get to know someone if I can, you know, because it makes me more of a supporter of your music. Real talk. Like to like someone and respect and know someone as a person, it makes you go harder for that person. You know what I mean? I go hard for somebody because I love hip hop in general. But then when someone comes on, first of all, you bless me with your time today. I'm thankful for that, you know. But to know you to get to know the background of L Smooth Mensah, you know, makes it's easy to tap in and it's dope, and I appreciate that, man. You know, this is a platform I just created, bro, for artists and creators and people who are in the culture like yourself. And I'm happy to have you on, man, because you brought me to OKC. You know, I saw a shout out to a lot of your followers because they tapped in today, and I got some people following me because of you. You
no
understand?
doubt, no
So,
doubt.
you know, so you have me in the market. I didn't have, I had no knowledge of. I'm thankful for that. You know, now once again, me say that to say this, you are always welcome here, bro, because what the regular cat convo is, this is me having just being a regular cat who loves hip hop and
So
being able to have conversations with people and being able to ask the questions like I did today, man. I hope I had you were comfortable up here, bro, and I'm thankful for that, man. You
hey, I
know,
appreciate you, man. I appreciate the warm welcome, man. And you know, ever since I reached out to you, you've been very supportive, man, of myself, you know, my music and everything like that, man. Which is nowadays, you know, it's tough to get, you know, come across genuine people like yourself, man. If you don't have, you know, 10 million followers, or
absolutely,
you got, you know, all these people twerking on my page, and well, he ain't signed to this label. I don't, you know. So I appreciate you being genuine, man, a fan of the music and, you know, hip hop in general.
absolutely, man. Let me tell you something, bro. That's one thing, and before I let you go, that's why I did this because I've always been, like you said, you know, when everybody's going right, I go left. You want to go left?
Right.
I want to go right because you're going left.
There
You know
you
what I mean?
go.
So, you know, I've always been that dude that went for those underdogs because I knew they had something there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always knew that because I was an underdog. You know, I am the
Right.
underdog. The regular cat combo is still an
There
underdog.
you go.
You know what
There
I'm
you go.
saying? But that's why we here, man, and people are seeing that, man. So thank you. Before you go, too, bro, let everybody know where they can reach you, how they can check your music out, bro. That's important.
Thank you so much, bro. You can actually, like I said, you can follow me at L Smooth Mensa on IG. Um, my YouTube channel is Lamar Mensah, Lamar Mensa. Go on there, make sure you subscribe, shoot some comments. There's plenty of videos on there.
Word.
Um, and my music is lsmoothmusic.com. You can check out music there, or like I said, you can get the link in my bio. Any video you watch is going to be a description to where, you know, that album will be in there. Also, if you go to Bandcamp, all my work's on Bandcamp. Type in L Smooth Mensah in Bandcamp, and my whole catalog is there. Singles, EPs, all that.
Listen, man, anyone who has not tapped into El's movements, I'm urging you to do so, because not because just he gave me this time today, but because when I tapped in, I enjoyed it. Not enjoyed is past tense. I enjoy his music. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy putting it on. You make that drop top music, even though I just gotta convert a roof that open up. I ain't gotta drop.
Okay, okay.
You make me open up my roof in the fall in November, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, boy.
So
Man.
that's saying something about your music.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. And I know you said it's cold in the mug out there too.
Well, today was a light day. We got
Okay.
a 60-degree day in November, so I'm gonna be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we could very well had that 2-degree, 10-degree day out here, freezing up everything, you know. But I'm gonna take it. We got a win is a win. You know what I'm saying? But nah, listen, bro. This platform is always here. We tapped in. We communicated. You are a super genuine brother. You know, from every conversation we've had, I'm thankful for that. And anytime you have something you want to talk about, you want to bring here, it doesn't even have to be hip hop. Anything that you are in, you understand what I'm saying? The regular cat, we're here for that, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's like I said, it's not just about music. Our culture is everything. Our culture is the way we eat, sleep,
right,
the way we live. You know what I'm saying? It can be visuals. You write a book, I want to hear about it. You understand what I'm saying? You do anything, I want to hear about it, bro, because it's a contribution that somebody I know is a good brother is provided to our culture, man. You know?
Thank you, man.
Nah, it's word. We'll be tapping in again shortly soon, man. Like I said, everybody I have on, I don't just have a conversation and then move on. It's people I genuinely have relationships with. So it's things that I'll hope to work with in the future with you with as well, bro.
No doubt, man. I appreciate that. Likewise, man. And or when you can, shoot me a size for the young man, you know, a shirt size or something. Al Blessing, man. Don't
Absolutely,
worry about it.
man. Thank you. Know you'll love that, bro. Give him one of them ice cream joints. Yo, you
Yeah,
have him crazy with that ice cream joint, man. Listen,
yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Everybody, yo, give us a big salute, man, to my brother El Smooth Mensah. Dope MC, dope artist, dope creator, dope engineer for beats. Like, yo,
Gotta have that ear.
he's more than just an MC on the mic, bro. And everybody check him out. Once again, you see him, follow him. If you don't by now, check his Bandcamp. That's what, like he said, he got the whole catalog there, bro. Salute, man. El Smooth Mensah. We'll be hearing you again, bro. And like I said, you stay in rotation on Regular Cat Radio too, big.
No doubt, man. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, shoot when you get done shooting the inbox, man. Y'all sizes and everything, and I'll shoot a package out there sometime soon.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Salute. We'll be talking soon, for real. All right.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, bro. Peace and love.
Yes, sir. You know, everybody, yo. Once again, man. Thank y'all, bro. With my man here, and see, he tapped out there. Did he tap out there? Nah. Okay. Okay. All right. You can tap out on your end, bro, anytime you want. You can still stay in the comments if you want to as well, bro. There he is, my guy. You know, once again, I enjoyed that conversation because he brought me into Oklahoma City, and he let me see how the melting pot of hip-hop, of the culture, you know. You always know that when there's not a major market, you know, they have options, you understand? And depending where they are, being that Oklahoma is so close to Texas, they didn't just stay with the Texas hip hop, even though that was heavy out there. You could hear his influences, also influences from New York, to anything that was just dope music. You know, once again, tap in with my brother because he is definitely worth it. You will be doing yourself a favor. And shout out to my brother ASU Ram. Shout out to my tribe that's been in here, Miss T, A Block, everybody here. Shout out to my Ghost Squad crew. King Virtue, True Words, Sisiko, my brother from South Africa. I want to tell y'all, man, El Smooth is a dope dude. Definitely tap in with him, man, all right? Now, before I go, I do want to let y'all know, man, some exciting things is going on with Regular Cat Radio. You know, and shout out to my brother, you know, DJ, because if y'all don't know, DJ put his heart and soul into the station, man. And I'm telling you, it's something that you all are going to enjoy. So you get a chance, tap in with us. iHeartRadio, You go to Regular Cat Radio, and we got dopeness 24/7. What I also have coming to Regular Cat Radio, I want to give a great big shout out to my brother of over 20 years, DJ Philly Phil. He was the first DJ that blessed us with a dope set, and he's been doing it every week. You know, I told y'all I had a dope, I don't want to say a nest of DJs or a flock of them because they all are their own individuals, all right? But I got some dopeness. When I say dopeness, I'm talking about I got my brother and the pioneer to this game, original DJ True. He's going to be on the station this weekend, all right? I got my brother, shout out to my brother of over 20 plus years as well, Uptown Flavor Man out of New York, the BX, DJ Cool B. He will be blessing us with some sets this weekend. I also have my brother, DJ Big Juice 700. Shout out to Big Juice out of Hartford. He's now in Florida. He's going to be blessing the station. All right, so y'all hearing what I'm saying here? We got dope and dope DJ after dope DJ. It does not stop there. I am so happy to finally tell y'all, out of the GOAT Squad, my homegirl DJ Unbreakable has put together one of the illest sets of a conglomerate of dopeness. My crew, the GOAT Squad. So I'm gonna let y'all know the time slots tomorrow, but you're gonna get a 2-hour dope set. Y'all hear me talk about these dudes. Shout out to everybody in the squad. Y'all hear me say GOAT Squad this. Y'all see the hashtags. You're gonna be able to hear what these dudes bring to the table. Shout out to everybody in the GOAT Squad. King Virtue, True Words, So Soon, Loretta's Only, Tricky Hayes, Mikulo. We got Shani. Yo, listen, we are deep and everybody is talented, all right? So if you want to tap into that talent, once again, this Saturday, Regular Cat Radio on iHeart will be there I'm thinking from noon to like the whole day. I'm trying to take over your day of music listening, all right? So Saturday, no matter what you're doing, you need to hear some dope music. We got my man Philly Phil. We got DJ Cool B, Uptown Flavor Man. We got the original DJ True. And he blessed me with a banging collab project that he allowed me to rock this weekend. All right? Trust me. Y'all want to listen to this. All right? We got my man Phil that stay rocking all the time. Big Juice 700. It's going on and on. ASU, I kid you not, bro. Saturday, there should be no reason anybody's listening to anything else but iHeartRadio, Regular Cat Radio. Because you want blends, my man Cool B, that's what he's built to do, all right? And we bringing it back to that. DJ True, he got a project with all banging blends from all fire DJs, all right? What I'm going to do Saturday, Regular Cat Radio is going to give you some of that. When we talk about what else movements of that nostalgia, I love the era of the mixtape. I love the era of the blend. I love when you threw that on, you was getting ready to go out, or you ride around, and that's what's banging. So Saturday, starting this Saturday, that is what I'm going to be doing, and I'm giving it to y'all. All right? So no matter what time of the day, whatever you doing, when you listening to music, you drive to the store, you going out, you're going to hear some dopeness from all these DJs. And even when the DJs aren't playing, DJ has built this station on hip-hop. All right? If you love hip-hop, if you love real hip-hop, I'm not talking about that radio garbage. DJ has this station rocking. Plus, I have some lists I've been working on myself. I'm going to be curating a list from Big Noah. All right? It's going to be a Big Noah playlist. All right? So y'all want to hear how we get down? When we go into the barbershop, when we coming to him from school, that's what we rocking. And y'all know about my son. Y'all know how he gets it in. So it ain't going to be that little teeny bop joints. Y'all know. So tune in with us on Regular Cat Radio. Not only is it going to be Saturday with the banging music from top to bottom, but y'all know my brother's Tissue on the Tape, Savannah and Phil. Their interviews from Friday are always re-aired. My brother B Zones, he and I soon will be tapping in and doing the crossover with, interview with both. Those are going to be, that's on there. It's Your Girl Dynasty. Dope Queen MC, okay? I don't use the term female MC, Queen MC. Her interviews, very intellectual, very dope, in-depth interviews are also there. And y'all know we re-air my brother Shot Stimline, Boardwalk Brown, No Bars Off. We re-air those. Plus, on top of that, the regular Cat Convo interview. So what we are giving you guys is nothing but dope content for anyone who says that there's nothing to listen to on the radio. Hip-hop is not dead. We got 20, like you said, DJ, yes. We mixtaping them out for 24/7, bro. We giving them back that era. All right, so if y'all love hip-hop, like y'all say y'all do, like I do, rock with us Saturday. And not only that, you're going to be in tune with some of the illest DJs that y'all will love to hear on a regular basis. Then y'all tuning into my crew, the GOAT Squad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody from the crew. Before I go, man, like y'all, if y'all seen my story, man, my gym story, man, my brother True Words, shout out to him and King Virtue. They got this banger joint called Lyrical Homicide. So if you haven't heard it yet, before I let you go, I'm going to give you a little bit of that joint there. Once again, my brother True Words and my man King Virtue on the beat. Shout out to my brother LJ Moore. Yo, another one fan from a long time, man, before this regular Cat joint popped off. Appreciate you, bro. And thanks for always tuning in, checking everything we do, you know. So right now, I'm about to tap out on my sound, but I'm going to let y'all hear this joint from my man True Words, Lyrical Homicide, all right? All right, so hold on one second. All right, so once again, this is my man True Words, produced by King Virtue, Lyrical Homicide, all right? Bring it down. You already know who it is. Shout out to True Words, True MC. I hope y'all ready for this. Bar 'em up, kid. We stand side by side like a duplex. I get lyrics, put your back to the mat like a suplex. I'm verified to make my money without that blue check. And I take my time while you rush and play that roulette. You really think you dropping the bombs the way that you flex? M's couldn't even hit with me with a loose metal. I know y'all get the message without me sending a duplex. Once I find a beat, I'm always spitting like I'm toothless. I'm always at peace since I gave the haters the deuces. I'm getting rid of the gooses. I lose it when I get ruthless. So wavy when I'm in motion. The captain of my crusade. Because I'm in movement. My music is undisputed. I started mine, it's amazing. I draw it up like a rubric. I made up and I just own it while others talking. I lose it. It's game over. Like the 8 balls to a booster. Lyrical homicide, cause I kill it. Y'all already knew it. Lyrical homicide. Lyrical homicide. Shout out to my brother True Words. Lyrical homicide. Head of the Ghost Squad. Oh yeah. Stacks, what up, bro? It's my brother True Words on the bars. Check it. Look, I go iller, the monkey business, I go thriller. I'm so killer, tsunami waves, my flow picture. My fly is open, so listen closely, I won't zip up. I'm like a corner board, prepared to smoke chip up. Give me a mic, any mic that I just won't grip up. I won't give up, man, listen, I won't stiff up. Go punch drunk when I hear beat, then I go. Oh yeah. And an alcoholic with a bad bladder, drinking more liquor. Listen on rappers, go number 2 when I'm sitting on rappers. I do it for a buck. Oh dear, when I'm twisting off and I so to different, just listen, I'm a lyrical bastard. I'm speaking the truth when I'm preaching out my biblical. Come on. I've got a couple posts to make from a political fraction. These haters keep checking the browsing like they skipping through chapters. I get a few laughs, they're funny, bunch of biblical acts. Yes, lyrical homicide, that's a lyrical homicide. Lyrical homicide. Listen, man, this is what's coming out of the Ghost Squad here, all right? I promise y'all. Y'all want to check us out Saturday, man. Stacks, what up, kid? Yo, listen. Y'all a DJ. You are just a lover of hip-hop. Y'all need this in your life. Listen. Once again, that's my brother True Words, leader of the GOAT Squad. We got a dope head at the top, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to King Virtue on the beat. Listen, man. Once again, we got a lot coming up. Cisco, thank you for that, bro. ASU, trust me. Cool B, I already told him, man, let's go. That's Uptown Flavor Man Cool B right there. He will be blessing us Saturday as well. You know what I'm saying? So listen, bro, I'm excited. Y'all can't tell, you can see it. I'm happy, man. We are growing, man. Shout out to my brother DJ, putting so much work Shout out to King Virtue, because not only did he bang that beat, you hear that beat. This is consistently what he does. Virtue's on the squad. He's been blessing that artwork that y'all been seeing. You know what I'm saying? So, a man of many talents. Y'all want to tap in with the Ghost Squad. We got some things going on, man, all right? Once again, listen, next week we back with y'all. I ain't going to tell you what's going on. I'm just going to tell you, starting next week, we will be going to 2-a-week shows, all right? We're going to have a regular Wednesday joint, but Friday, what I will be doing, starting with next Friday, is introducing, when I talk about this crew, the Ghost Squad, I'm going to be having each one on individually every Friday. So next week, we're locking in. I'm trying to get the head of our squad, True Words, in for next Friday. So, listen, like I told y'all, look out. A lot going on with Regular Cat Convo, Regular Cat Radio. Shout out to everybody who stays showing love. I appreciate everything y'all do, man. Shout out to my lady Jess, my son Noah. Shout out to everybody that comes in here, converses with us, and just be here for us, all right? Once again, El Smooth Mensah, thank you for the dope conversation, bro, and your contributions to hip-hop, all right? I love y'all, man. We'll be tapping in. Don't forget, this Saturday. I'll be dropping the times by tomorrow to let you know everything going down, all right? Everybody stay up, be safe. Peace. And remember one more thing. Go Knicks, all right? 1.